You can bring media into any texture, and I made a very simple box here. I'm right-clicking the box and I'm clicking Edit. Now what I can do is go directly to the Texture tab and slide down to the option Media. But what I want to show you before that is if I put a texture here, I can use that as a sign to the viewer. I like to use PowerPoint to make some quick slides. So this is my slide PowerPoint, and in it I put a note that I want people to see when they first come to my slide share viewer. And I can put text, I can put images, I can put fancy backgrounds, but you want to consider that your viewer is going to be coming to the screen. They probably don't know too much about how to get around in virtual reality, so make the sign rather big. Now that I've made the sign, I go up to File, Save As, and I go over to the spot in my computer where I want to put it. This time though, I want to just save this one slide, and I'm going to save it as a JPEG, which will be just a little bit below what you can see here, and I'm going to call it my media slide. So you'd give it a name that you'll remember. It's going to prompt me. I just want to export this one because I'm going to make that into a texture. There's one more thing I'm going to need is the URL of the item that I want to bring into that board. Now I want to bring in a YouTube, and you see by default YouTube displays other similar embedded videos. I don't want that. I want to be able to only just embed the one video, and here's the way I've found to do it. I move the screen up because now you need to click the share option, and what you want to do is not just get the URL, you want to go into the embed option. And one of the things you'll be deciding is whether you want to show suggested videos when the video finishes. And I click no to turn that off. And what I need to do now is capture this coding, and I'll do that by clicking copy. It's now in my computer's memory. I can't paste this directly into the Kitely area. What I did was pasted it into a PowerPoint. You could use a Word document or whatever, and you need to select this section that has the YouTube with the embed and then the particular name of your tube, followed by the question mark REL = 0. If you don't have the REL = 0 in, it will not go back to that original release, and it will show the other embedded videos. So be sure you copied the whole area, and I Control-C to put this into my memory. Having both my texture and my URL, I now go back to where I want this to be placed. And the first thing I need to do is to go to the inventory icon. Bring this up, you can see it. I'm going to the plus sign. I'm going to upload an image. And since I have just one that I'm uploading, I'll do this. I browse to the area on my computer where I put that particular image, and I'm just double-clicking to open it. Since this is the image I want, I just click Upload Image, and it goes into my inventory. You can see the name of the media intro texture here. I'm going to close this to move it out of the way. Now I want to bring that texture by double-clicking the texture icon and finding where that went. And one of the things that I can do to make it easier is to start typing in the term. I just used it, so here it is, media intro, and that will come in. It looks like it's what I want, so I click OK. And then I click OK to put that on as the texture. Now that's how the sign people will see when they first come here. I click the materials though and click over on media now. And this is where I now choose what the media will be. Oh, and it's warning me I have multiple faces selected, so I usually forget. Let me cancel that. and go up here, select the face. Even though it's a box, it's got a front and back face, so I simply just click it, and it narrowed in on where it's going to put the media. I now go back to clicking choose, and what I can do is, let me pull this over so you can see it. Once I'm on the media page, I click into the space below the home page and I paste in the address, and I'm making sure that I have that REL equals 0. And I could reset it to get a preview, but once I have what I want, I can then apply it, and I can also click OK, and if I've done my steps correctly, I'll be able to now play this video. Okay, I'm now closing the editing box, and when somebody comes to this video, they'll have the option of clicking the little YouTube button to start playing it, and they'll be able to either watch it in the virtual space, or they can click this button to allow them to go over to a different browser and play it there. I signed out but signed back in again so you could see what is displayed, and the texture that I put in is displayed when I click on it, and I'd probably give different instructions than that. I then have the option of clicking the button to see the YouTube video. So thank you.